Normally, ice hockey leagues start in the fall, as the weather gets colder and the sweaters the players put on every night become necessary. Normally, hockey is an American and Northern European sport, unbeknown to Asia and the Middle East. Normally, hockey players use their summers to train for the upcoming professional season. But this is Israel, and Israel is anything but normal. It's May 31st, 2022, the first day of סיוון תשפ"ב. We're minutes away from kicking off one of the most exciting summer hockey leagues in the world. The weather's getting warmer, and unlike the Canadian ponds, lakes, and rivers in October, the Mediterranean Sea is only getting warmer. The players are from all over the world, including right here in Israel. They're here not just because they love this sport, but because they love this country. This league is special. The players you're about to watch chose to spend their summer growing hockey in the desert. It's the same attitude this country's founding fathers had over 70 years ago. They left the four corners of the world to a land that had nothing, and they made the desert bloom and built a thriving society. Speak to one of the league's commissioners, and they'll tell you how much they believe in this vision. Last year was an incredible success, with HC Tel Aviv taking home the championship on a sheet of ice that was barely suitable for 4-on-4. Now we're in One Ice Arena, a brand new Olympic-sized facility in the heart of Israel. Hockey is on the upswing here, driven both by American immigrants and Israelis who stumbled upon this crazy game. So these next 4 or so weeks, let's cheer these hockey trailblazers on. They're here to put on an unbelievable show, and I have every bit of confidence they'll deliver. Welcome to the Israel Elite Hockey League.
Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by Ponke FPV Drone Video, Pro Edge's Skate Sharpening, Hockey Central Shop in Krefeld, Germany, Transport Region, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years, and 𝗵𝗂𝗃 Photography Store in Tel Aviv.
Good afternoon and welcome back to One Ice Arena for the second game of our doubleheader here on a Friday afternoon before Shabbos. It's HC Tel Aviv taking on the Haifa Mariners, and both teams hungry for their first win of the IEHL season. The only points these teams have picked up have been a shootout loss each. Haifa losing to HC Netanya on Wednesday night. HC Tel Aviv falling to Bat Yam last Friday. But sure to be a good matchup here tonight. We saw a Haifa team on Wednesday that we have not seen this entire season, playing shift for shift against the best team in the league, HC Netanya, losing that game 4-3 in a shootout. It was a terrific game for the defenseman Nathaniel Schwartz, and most notably the goaltender 𝗬𝗏 making his second start for the Haifa Mariners, the emergency goalie, but he's much more than that. Comes into this record now, this game now, with a 2-0-1 record for Bat Yam and Haifa. And on the other side, for HC Tel Aviv, it's Daniel Kreiner making his sixth start of the season. Comes into this one with an 0-4-1 record. For Tel Aviv, they're going to be without forward 𝗕𝗫 Galiev, not on the bench tonight. Also, Ethan Gerfinkel not available tonight. And on the other side for Haifa, Eli Parasol was injured in their last game against HC Netanya. He is out today with an injury. Chase Pannier is still injured for the Haifa Mariners as well. He's behind the bench for the team in white. Still recovering from a knee injury he faced against their team's first game against Netanya. We are underway here from One Ice Arena. One team will head into Shabbos with their first win of the season. Ethan Werrick gives to 𝗃𝗀𝗃, but Bentov's stick exploded and landed right on 𝗃𝗃𝗃's, disrupted that offensive chance. Janela back the other way for HC Tel Aviv, dips to the outside, goes behind the goal, center one out in front. It was off the back of the net. 𝗪𝗏𝗃 pinching in, looking to go back to the point. Ethan Werrick is there. Over to Rhyme. He shanked that shot. And now Gross has Bentov breaking. Gross gets away from Rhyme. Sends one out in front, and Gross fanned on that shot. Didn't get all of it, it went wide. Maor Sheriff looking to pick up where Haifa left off on Wednesday. Back to the point. Ben Hamo to Ryder, and he hit the post. Couldn't hit it any more square than that. Some good early chances for the Haifa Mariners, but nothing to show for it. A hard shot by Ryder. Kreiner might have gotten a piece of this one, but this hit the post square. Face-off controlled by 𝗕𝘁 Tel Aviv. It's Max Booz, one of 5 defensemen dressing for 𝗕𝘁 Tel Aviv. Siegel goes one, back to the point now. 𝗕RF shot, and it's patted aside. Tearing feet out in front is taken away by 𝗀𝗏. Trying to feed 𝗧𝗏 on left wing. Ungerman there to help. 𝗧𝗏 able to get it over the line. Brought back in by Haifa. Good poke by Max Buzz. Siegel a shot, and it's deflected up into the netting. Good defensive play there by the 39-year-old Max Buzz from Magnitogorsk in Russia. 48 goals, 48 assists, and for 97 points in 79 games in the Israeli Federation League. This one's going to become an icing. Kyle Ungerman to take this face off. The Haifa controlling. Ben Hamo trying to feed one towards the goal, was punched away and sent all the way down. 𝗬𝗏 goes back. Schwartz gets it over the blue line and forces Federer to bring it back in. He gives to his defense partner 𝗬𝗏 off the stick of 𝗀𝗏 and in deep. 𝗬𝗏 starts the rush for Haifa. To the outside, he throws one over the goal. Collected by Tel Aviv, and it's the defenseman Orion Cohen backhanding one ahead to 𝗀𝗏. Couldn't catch up to that puck. And it's brought in offside. C81 for Tel Aviv. That's not Ethan Bloom. That is Frank Karhowitz wearing his jersey tonight. If you're with us for our last game, you saw Bat Yam falling to Chulon. Late goal for Kirill Polozov brought Chulon back into a tie for second place with the Jerusalem Capitals. There's another save for Daniel Kreiner. One of these teams likely hoping they can make a surprise run back into the playoff conversation, but a loss for either side would essentially put things out of reach. As Vinograd shoots one towards the goal, it's blocked away by Federer, and he moves up ice. 𝗀𝗏 rides off Jeremy Gross. Drop for Ungerman, he shoots one off the side of the goal. Back to point for 𝗬𝗏, and he bobbled that puck. Itai Bentov smells blood. He tries to chop at that one. It lands all the way up here in the broadcast booth. Ori Siegel stepping in for this face-off. Assistant captain of the Israel under-18 team. 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points in 5 games played with that club. This face-off's going to come all the way back down. Tel Aviv controls off the draw. Janello only able to send it as far as Amit Bentov, and then it's brought up by Haifa the other way. A drop pass for 𝗕RF. He shoots one through a screen, and it's blockered aside by Kreiner. It's been a tough season for Daniel Kreiner. Led his team to an IEHL Cup last season. But he's been marred by poor defense and some untimely goals. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 shoots one through the crease. Now it's Janela with 𝗃𝗃𝗀 along for the ride. 𝗃𝗃𝗀 is shot and a save by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. Good early stop for Artur 𝗬𝗏𝗺, picking right up where he left off. Had some great saves against 𝗬𝗏 Netanya in Wednesday's game. Batted out of the air by Max Drive. Where it curls back and looks for options. Turning away now from 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Janela got in the way of that one. He'll pick it up at his own blue line. Janela, where it chips it away from pressure. Decides that it's better to start up from his own end of the ice. Moving well through center. Wearick to Janela, his shot whistles wide of the net. Zadic, a shot through traffic, tipped on by Wearick, and a pad save by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. Here's Schwartz the other way. Daniel Schwartz, so smooth with the puck. Shoots one wide. Now a wrap chance! And a save by Kreiner. Schwartz dips away from Kisluke. Down behind that, it's centering feed out in front for Sharon. Never made it there. Big hit by Schwartz on 𝗃𝗃𝗀. Last game was a breakout game for Nathaniel Schwartz in the IEHL. Not necessarily on the score sheet, just the way he was able to move the puck in that game, hold off some of Netanya's best players. Real good defensive showing for number 91 in white, Nathaniel Schwartz. Kisluke, a turning shot, goes high over the crossbar. Out in front, Ungerman couldn't handle that one off the pass from Frank Horowitz. Ungerman able to control for an extra second, but it's sent out of the zone by Haifa. Fedor has to get away from Siegel. Ungerman comes in to help, but it's Gross coming away with the puck. Gross, a turning shot, and it's up in the air off the stick of Golodnitsky. Back to the point for Ryder. He shoots one through his screen, and it's blocked away by Fedor. Good awareness there from Fedor, seeing that puck was coming to the crease, and only Haifa bodies in front of the net. Shepelev will get this one ahead for Horowitz. Horowitz cuts to the goal, gets around a man, and a save by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. What an individual effort by Frank Horowitz, unable to beat the left pad of Artur 𝗬𝗏𝗺. So flexible in net as a shot by Golodnitsky is wide of Kreiner. Gross chips this one around Shepelev. Golodnitsky has 𝗵𝗆𝗺 break into the goal, instead goes down low for Gross. Now Rai for Tel Aviv recollects. Almost intercepted by Golodnitsky. Instead, it's Shepelev settling things down for HC Tel Aviv. Gross, a shot off the leg of Horowitz. Golodnitsky, down low to 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Out in front for Gross. He shoots one on a pad save by Kreiner. Schwartz gets around Orion Cohen, but not around Shepelev. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 will have to regroup. 𝗵𝗆𝗺 gets away from Shepelev. Gets this one down behind Kreiner. Haifa making some personnel changes as 𝗀𝗎 tries to send it up the near wall. It's turned over. Here's Amit 𝗵𝗆𝗺. Back to the point for Schwartz. He drives one on goal and a save by Kreiner. Good play by Amit 𝗵𝗆𝗺 at the blue line, recognizing Tel Aviv was trying to get that puck out, and he gives it to Schwartz, who gets a good shot on goal. Fedor around to Janela. Captain of HC Tel Aviv trying to get over the blue line. Has Wearick. Wearick over to Janela. Pumped the shot. Still has the puck in the corner, but it was deflected away by Maor Sheriff, and he sends 𝗂𝗃 on his way. 𝗂𝗃 to the middle. Chance was broken up by 𝗬𝗁. 𝗬𝗏 smoothly through center ice. Sends one out in front for 𝗃𝗁. Oh, what a save by 𝗬𝗏! Artur 𝗬𝗏 again, moving from right to left. He makes another terrific save, that time with the glove. Here's another look at this one. 𝗬𝗏 saw 𝗃𝗁 breaking to the net. I think 𝗃𝗁 thought his glove was behind the goal line. Tel Aviv buzzing early, and all the answers coming from Artur 𝗬𝗏. Just unbelievable flexibility from the 19-year-old Russian. 𝗃𝗁, a shot through traffic, goes wide over the crossbar. 𝗏𝗏 brings it back into the zone. Janelle leading the charge. Throws one towards the goal. It's blocked away by Sharon and Ryder. Kept alive by Janello. Over to 𝗃𝗁. He steps, trying to get around 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 stayed with him. Janello trying to feed it back to 𝗃𝗁. 𝗬𝗏 will pick this one up by the Haifa bench. 𝗬𝗏 trying to hold the line. Gives it over to 𝗧𝗏. A little more time and space. He's hit hard by IEHL Sharon. Then 𝗵𝗏𝗆 will get it over the red line. 𝗬𝗁 right back in. Gives to Janello. Cuts to the corner. Shoots one off a leg of Vinograd. Zisserman starts the other way for Haifa. He shoots one in a glove save by Kreiner. Good rush by Nikita Zisserman, recognizing that the defense was playing him back. Gets a smart shot on goal, and he forced the faceoff. Faceoff controlled by Tel Aviv. It's Max Buzz. Turns it over in the corner. Schwartz pinching it off the point. Goes to the corner. Out in front, a shot off the pad of Kreiner. Bentov settles it down. Plays it down low, but only Rybe there for HC Tel Aviv. Gross to Golodnitsky, to Schwartz. He shoots one in a blocker save. The rebound chance for Golodnitsky. Never made it on goal. Bentov trying to keep it deep, but it's sent the other way. Intended for Ungerman. Gross would stop to get away and keep the puck off Tel Aviv's stick. It's Bentov, curls it for Gross. He shoots one, he scores! Jeremy Gross opens the scoring for Haifa. That's a sick feed by Itai Bentov. Able to lull the defense towards the corner. Just gliding with that puck. Kislev didn't see Jeremy Gross sneaking in behind him, and that's a perfectly placed shot over the glove of Daniel Kreiner. Face-off controlled by the Mariners. They bring it up ice. Shot is over the crossbar. Back to the point for Ryder. He shoots one, looking for a tip. Sheriff was coming out from behind the net. Couldn't get that one on goal. 𝗧𝗏 punches one away from the Haifa forecheckers, and it's Orion Cohen sending 𝗃𝗃 on his way. 𝗃𝗃 cuts to the middle. 𝗃𝗃 trying to get it over. Now it comes in front. Cohen a shot, and he sent it wide. Time and space for Cohen to make a play with that one. He just hurled it wide of the net. Good play by 𝗏𝗏 stopping that rush. Kept in the zone though by Haifa. 𝗏𝗏 falls down on that reverse hit. 𝗃𝗃 now moving the puck. Good strength to get away from 𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃 still with it. He'll curl it in. 𝗬𝗏 plays it from behind his own net. No Haifa sticks there to take it, so 𝗏𝗏 shoots one off a Haifa defender. It comes back to Saunders, and he'll look to start a breakout. Siegel to Ryder. Launches one ahead to 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 in, shot and a kick save by Kreiner. Gross right back on the attack as 𝗵𝗃𝗏𝗏 calling for it. He gets the puck, shoots one through a screen, pad save by Kreiner. Vinograd at the point. 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 has it stripped away by Werek. And he sends Janello in alone. Janello blockered away by 𝗬𝗏. Janello again from behind the net. He tries the Michigan. Seems about once a game from Janello. That time he couldn't get the puck to come with him. Recognized that 𝗬𝗏 was favoring his right post. Janello tried to get it over quickly. Here's that great feed ahead for Mike Janello, and another strong save by Artur 𝗬𝗏. He's looked like a world beater so far in this first period. It's not that Tel Aviv has had bad chances. On the contrary, they've been buzzing around Artur 𝗬𝗏 all period, but the Russian goaltender up to the task this afternoon. 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 sends one around to Bentov. Trying to feed one out in front. 𝗃𝗀𝗃 crushed him to the wall. Janello turned it over. Bentov tips around the defenseman. 𝗃𝗃𝗃. Save is made. Puck's in the crease. Bentov whacking at it. Kreiner is still down. He got caught up with Ryb. Puck stayed out. Werek lost it on a check by Schwartz. Bentov brings it back the other way as Schwartz rushing up. Bentov a shot, it goes wide. Chaos in front of the HC Tel Aviv goal on that last sequence. Schwartz working hard against Janello. Janello still with the puck. Brings it in offside. Drops it for Werek. Werek throws one off a stick. Janello waiting for it in the corner. Good play by Ryder to take it off his stick and clear the zone. Sharon got it over to Ben Hamo, and then Zisterman a shot, and it's blocked down by Kreiner. Max Buzz got caught up high. The play was whistled down on a high stick. We're going to see if that's a penalty, and it is. Ben Hamo is going to get called for a high stick, so the first power play of the game will go against the Mariners, and HC Tel Aviv to an important man advantage with 1:29 left in the first period. Kisluk, Ungerman, Frank Horowitz, the forwards. For HC Tel Aviv on this power play, they've got 𝗀𝗏, good offensive defenseman, and 𝗀𝗏 at the point. Feder normally plays offense, but listed as the defenseman in the IEHL. Horowitz. Ungerman behind the net. Has 𝗧𝗏 on the near point. Ungerman skating circles in the corner. He's checked hard by Ryder. Ungerman keeps the puck. Gets it back to the point. 𝗧𝗏 to Ungerman. 𝗧𝗏 calling for it at the point. Ungerman sends one to the goal, looking for a tip from Kisluk. Pass was ahead of him. Horowitz holds the puck at the line. Gives to Feder. Feder in front for Kisluk. A tip on goal and a save by 𝗬𝗏. .46 seconds left in the first period. Good puck movement by Tel Aviv on that power play. Werek wins the faceoff to Janello. Back to the point for 𝗧𝗏. Has Feder open on the near half wall. Janello looks for options, goes down to Werek. Feder keeping it, gets a puck and shot it wide. What an opportunity for 𝗀𝗏. Had the whole right side of the net to shoot at, and he missed all of it. see 𝗏𝗏 at the top of your screen, recognizing the defense is preoccupied with Ethan Werrick, and he crept in for a great chance. Haifa can't clear the zone. It's kept in by 𝗏𝗏. 𝗃𝗁𝗃. Fan on that pass. Second effort gets to Werrick. 17 seconds left in the period. 𝗃𝗁𝗃 steps and shoots and one. That missed the far post. 𝗧𝗏. Down low. Tip on goal and a great save by 𝗬𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 with 2 seconds and one. And that will do it for the first period. 32 more seconds of power play time when we come back. It's the Haifa Mariners leading ＨC Tel Aviv heading into the first intermission. Welcome back to One Ice Arena for the second period between HC Tel Aviv and the Haifa Mariners. Tel Aviv will get 32 more seconds of power play time. Down 1-0. 𝗃𝗁𝗃 with Gross applying the forecheck. 𝗏𝗏 now moves down right wing. Has Werrick behind him. 𝗏𝗏 cuts to the middle. 𝗏𝗏 still with the puck. Oh, and another glove save by Artur 𝗬𝗏. Has he been good this afternoon? 𝗀𝗏 trying to create some offense. Still looking for his first goal of the season. Janello sends one out in front, looking for a tip. 𝗃𝗁𝗃 sent it wide. 𝗏𝗏 in front for 𝗃𝗁𝗃, and the shot was fanned on. Ben Hamo out of the box. Sheriff will catch up to this one. Sheriff in behind the defense. Sheriff, a save by Kreiner. 𝗀𝗏 still on the ice after the power play. Janello right side, 𝗃𝗁𝗃. 𝗃𝗁𝗃 to the backhand, save by 𝗬𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 curls away from Schwartz to Werrick, far side. Trying to go back to the point, it ends up on 𝗧𝗏's stick. Shoots one through his screen, blocked down by his own man, 𝗃𝗁𝗃. Then a lead pass ahead for Sheriff. Kreiner tries to beat him to that puck, he'll send it all the way around. Haifa still with possession though. Ori Siegel in the corner. Chips it down low, hoping Sheriff would go get it, but it's Ariel 𝗃𝗁𝗃 for HC Tel Aviv. Ran right into Siegel, out in front for Sheriff, and he shot it high. Another chance for Haifa, batted wide. Sheriff turned the puck over. Siegel right back on it though. Back in front, looking for Siegel. It was taken away by 𝗏𝗏. Janello 3-on-2 the other way for Tel Aviv. Left side, Werrick. Curls away from Siegel. Werrick back to the point. Rybe bobbled it at the point. Back onto Maximilian Reib's stick. Gets away from 3 Haifa forecheckers. Puck started bouncing, able to pick it back up. Send one towards 𝗏𝘁. Pass was behind him. Ryder up the right wing boards for 𝗵𝗃_𝗀𝗃. Has 𝗵𝗃 streaking also down the right wing. He couldn't handle that puck, so it's buzzed the other way. Deflected in by Cohen. Ryder will start things up the other way for Haifa. Lead pass out of all his teammates' stick. 𝗏𝗃 will curl it right back in. 𝗵𝗃 collected this puck in the offensive zone, but the play was offside. That puck came out of the zone for a split second, and the Tel Aviv forecheckers needed to get over the blue line. 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃 off the faceoff. 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃 shot, and it's blockered aside. Good strong shot by Daniel 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃. 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃 down low for Gross. He's guarded by Ungerman. Bentov sends it around to 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗃. Hit him up high, so HC Tel Aviv are able to take over. It's Horowitz, ridden off by Schwartz. There's the strength again from Nathaniel Schwartz. I think if there's the best defenseman award in the IEHL, Nathaniel Schwartz absolutely making a case for it. Plays D1 hockey with the ACHA with Kent State. Here's a chance, and a shot goes over the net off the stick of Kyle Ungerman. He's hit hard behind the net is Nathaniel Schwartz. Gets back to his feet and picks the puck up. Ahead to Bentov. Bentov falling down. There's going to be a penalty. Here's a chance. Gross to the backhand. He scores! Second of the game for Jeremy Gross. That one an absolute beauty. It'll negate the penalty. Looked like a phantom call. And Max Reib just got caught in no man's land. Jeremy Gross with a beautiful play, pulls it to his backhand. The call was about to be made, probably a weak one at that. And the defenseman for HC Tel Aviv just stopped skating. Gross with the faster wheels anyway, and is able to roof that one into the toy department. Here's 𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃. Left side 𝗃𝗃. He shoots one off the pad of 𝗧𝗏. Federer drive, and it goes high over the post. Haifa the other way. Lead pass from 𝗪𝗏 is ahead of him. Battle for it in the corner. Taken away by Janello. Now it's 𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃 turning it over to Siegel. Federer comes in to break up that chance for Haifa, and he moves through center. So Federer throws one to the goal, looking for a tip from 𝗃𝗃𝗃, and it missed his stick. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 down low for Zadek. Janello fishes it out, gives to 𝗃𝗃𝗃, sends one over looking for 𝗃𝗃. Pass was deflected away by Sheriff. Now a 2-on-1 the other way for Haifa. Going wide with it. Taken down by 𝗃𝗃. Haifa still with possession. Sharon is open out in front. Pass back to the point intended for Saunders is deflected away. Now Janello to the backhand, and another save by Artur Zilavyin. And a penalty coming up against Haifa. It's going to be Saunders for a hold. There you see it right there, impeding Ariel 𝗃𝗃𝗃. They're going to call number 11, Dennis Ryder. 5 goals, 14 assists for 19 points in 59 games played in 11 Israeli League seasons. The 27-year-old dual Israeli-Russian citizen sitting 2 minutes in the box, and a crucial power play for HC Tel Aviv. But on the other end, 𝗬𝗏𝗺 has been absolutely lights out. Chen Ungerman dips behind the net away from 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗵. Ungerman comes up top. Unintended pass gets to 𝗵𝗀. He plays catch with 𝗬𝗏, then down low to Ungerman. 𝗵𝗏 creeping in from the circle. Ungerman trying to get it back to the point for 𝗵𝗀. It was deflected away, and 𝗀𝗏𝗺 clears the length of the ice. Daniel Schwartz stepping onto the ice for the final minute 11 of this penalty kill. Now a steal. Haifa on the attack. Here's a shot, and it goes wide of the net. Janello sends one ahead for 𝗬𝗏. Has Ungerman trailing him. 𝗬𝗏 sends one to Janello. Janello goes behind the net, out in front. Battle for it. Ungerman is denied in front. I don't know if 𝗧𝗏 got a piece of that one, but Haifa able to get the clear with 42 seconds left on the penalty kill. 𝗬𝗏 back in for Tel Aviv. Trying to go back to the point. It was stopped up by Schwartz, but Janello gets it anyway. Gives to 𝗧𝗏. Curls the blue line. Shoots one through a screen and right into the glove of 𝗬𝗏𝗺. He was tracking that puck all the way at the blue line. Watch how he moves through the screen and then just gets on his legs. Moves quickly from right to left and keeps that puck in his glove. No rebound. 17 seconds left on the Dennis Ryder penalty. 𝗧𝗏. 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 all the way over. 𝗃𝗀𝗃. Back over to 𝗬𝗏. He shoots one, and 𝗧𝗏 comes over again to make the save. How good has Artur 𝗧𝗏 been? That lateral play by him on that last sequence is nothing short of spectacular. Able to track that puck from left to right and then back to left. If you're 𝗬𝗏, you want to try and get that shot off a little bit faster, but the pass was out of the wheelhouse. So we have to gather it for a second, and that gives 𝗧𝗏 just enough time to come back as 𝗬𝗏 then whistles a shot over the crossbar. 𝗬𝗏 trying to dangle around Schwartz. 𝗃𝗀𝗃 in front to 𝗬𝗏. Back to 𝗃𝗀𝗃. He shoots. He scores! They're finally able to beat Artur 𝗧𝗏. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Good strong work in the corner by Ethan 𝗬𝗏 and Ariel 𝗃𝗀𝗃. 𝗬𝗏 gets himself parked right on the side of the post and is able to feed one right back to Ariel 𝗃𝗀𝗃, who goes high with this puck. Able to beat 𝗧𝗏 for the first time in this hockey game. Chances have been there for Tel Aviv. Finally able to beat Artur 𝗧𝗏. We'll see if that can change momentum. 6:47 left to play in the second period here at One Ice Arena. Shepelev feeds one down low. Orion Cohen will go get it. Sends one out in front. Oh, and that almost went in. He hit the back of the pad of 𝗧𝗏 and it bounced through the crease and wide of the post. Gross has 𝗀𝗏𝗺 open. Instead gives to Schwartz. All the way over. 𝗀𝗏𝗺 couldn't feed it on goal. Frank 𝗀𝗆 picks up, Sean 𝗀𝗆. His pass off a Haifa skate. Tel Aviv needs to regroup. Turnover. Gross has 2 goals in the game. He feeds one down low. 𝗏𝗏 gets it towards the point, but slowed up enough for Ryan Cohen to intercept. 𝗕𝗫𝗺 hit hard by Gross near the penalty boxes. Ungerman returns the favor there as 𝗪𝘳 drops it off for Siegel. He shoots one, and a strong save by Kreiner. Horowitz up ahead to Ungerman. Chips it around 𝗵𝗏𝗺. Ungerman to the goal, to the backhand, and a save by 𝗬𝗏𝗺. The puck went in, it was loose, but the whistle had blown. It was loose under Artur 𝗬𝗏𝗺. We'll have another look at it here. Ungerman able to chip this puck around 𝗵𝗏𝗺. Kislyk sees it's right between the blocker and the pad of Artur 𝗬𝗏𝗺, able to feed it out in front, but the referees were on the other side of that play. So they assumed the puck was covered. Blew the whistle prematurely. Saw it the last second on that replay. The referee coming in from the other side. No chance he would have been able to see that puck. Lead pass broken up by Fedor. Fedor trying to get around. He tangles up with 𝗵𝗏𝗺. Horowitz in, tries to stuff one in on the blocker side, and 𝗬𝗏𝗺 held the post. Fedor steps into his man and frees the puck. Turnover at the blue line, but Kislyk gets it right back. Kislyk for Tel Aviv. Cuts to the middle and tries to feed it into the slot. Deflected away by Haifa. Fedor, a shot deflected on goal by Horowitz. And 2 saves there by 𝗬𝗏𝗺, and he's able to cover. Good play by Sol Fedor, getting it on goal. Saw Horowitz doing the beaver tap on the right side of the post. Wanted to get him the puck. Off the face-off, pass intended for Wearick. Looking to get a shot off quickly instead. Tel Aviv will have to wheel this one behind the net. 𝗏𝗏𝗺, one-on-one against Vinograd. Tel Aviv controls of the point. Here's Janello, a shot, and it's blocked away by 𝗵𝗏𝗺, and he'll just send it all the way down for an icing. Strong block by Itai 𝗵𝗏𝗺 in the high slot against Mike Janello. Haifa controls off the draw. Vinograd can't clear the zone though. Better try to bring it to the middle. Gross stuck with him, tried to poke it away from him. 𝗵𝗏𝗺 trying to do the same on Janello, but it's Mike Janello bringing it in for Tel Aviv. Trying to jump around Saunders. It's 𝗏𝗏𝗺 for Tel Aviv. Excuse me, for Haifa, sending it across for Gross. Gross drags around 𝗧𝗏. Still with the puck. Curls up to the high slot. Gross trying to get around 𝗏𝗏𝗺. His knee came out, no call. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 gets around his man. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 goes behind the net, looks for an option out in front. 𝗧𝗏 shoots one, save is made. Puck's in the crease, Janello couldn't get it back on goal. And now a collision. Jeremy Gross and 𝗏𝗏𝗺 both down on the ice. Have another look at it here. As 𝗧𝗏 was getting that shot off. Didn't see the Haifa defenseman coming back. It's Jeremy Gross getting involved with 𝗏𝗏𝗺 after that shot. Janello had a wide open net to shoot at. Good play on the side of the net. I believe that was Itai 𝗵𝗏𝗺 preventing Janello from tapping that one into a wide open net. Haifa controlling off the draw. 𝗵𝗃 having some extended words with the referee on our side of the ice as Haifa brings this one ahead. 𝗵𝗃 throws one out in front, intended for 𝗧𝗲. It's blocked away and sent the length of the ice. 𝗬𝗺 can go ahead for 𝗧𝗲. It's out of his reach, but a turnover. 𝗧𝗲 shot one off the blocker of Kreiner. 𝗧𝗲 back to the point for 𝗬𝗺. Opens up and gives to 𝗧𝗲. Shoots one through a screen, gets blocked down. 𝗵𝗃 tries to kick it out of the scrum. Gets back to the point for 𝗬𝗺. He throws one to the goal and a bouncing puck is deflected wide. 𝗏 trying to feed Cohen. Bounced over his stick, so 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗄 will throw it back in. Cohen at the red line. Trying to get this one deep. 𝗏𝗄𝗆 will help him out. 𝗏𝗄𝗆's shot is stuffed by 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗄𝗏. Kreiner careful with that bobbling puck. He gives to Maximilian 𝗏. Turnover behind the net. Here's a pass out in front for Siegel, and he shot it wide. 𝗏𝗏 turns and shoots off the blocker of Kreiner. Another chance for Siegel. Gets it back to the point. 𝗵𝗃 will be able to hold the line. Siegel and then down low behind the net. Comes back up top to 𝗵𝗃. Controls at the line, shoots one through his screen and wide of the net. Good extended pressure for the Mariners. Sheriff gets caught up with 𝗏. 𝗏 takes exception to that one, and there's going to be a penalty on 𝗏𝗏. Now 𝗏 getting into it with 𝗏𝗏. Saw behind the net, 𝗏𝗏 grabbed Maximilian 𝗏's head while he was digging for that puck. So an offensive zone penalty for the Haifa Mariners. There you see Sheriff just lets go of his stick and completely grabs 𝗏's head. Trying to just pull 𝗏 down to the ice from his neck. That's a very dangerous play by 𝗏𝗏. So 2-minute power play coming up for HC Tel Aviv, still trailing 2-1. And a minute 48 to go in the second period. Tel Aviv's last goal came after the power play. But it's the first unit out there for HC Tel Aviv: 𝗿𝗏, Kapulkin, Janello, Feder, and 𝗧𝗏. Janello has it at the point. Sends to Kapulkin. Kapulkin a shot! Didn't get on goal. Feder, the follow-up chance is stopped by 𝗬𝗏. 𝗿𝗏 wins the faceoff back to Janello. Janello opens up, gives to 𝗿𝗏. 𝗿𝗏 walks the line, he's defended by Goleninsky. Janello up top, 𝗧𝗏 shoots one through his screen, he hit the post. Lands down in the crease. 𝗬𝗏 thought he had it covered, it was loose. Janello not happy with that one, another early whistle off the save by Artur 𝗬𝗏. But 𝗵𝗃 with a great shot from the point. Looking to send that one through a screen. We're going to have another look at it here. Again, able to draw that defense, and 𝗬𝗏 had to deal with the screen by both his own teammates and HC Tel Aviv players. Didn't see that puck coming. Kapulkin to 𝗧𝗏. Sends one out in front. Kapulkin's shot is blocked away by 𝗬𝗏. Another terrific save. Now in front for Janello. He scores! Tie game. Mike Janello on the power play, and it's 2-2. That time Arthur Hlavian just not able to stay with that Tel Aviv puck movement. A great pass by Ariel Kapulkin. Janela left wide open in the high slot. Hlavian just overcommits a little bit to this one. Getting his stick out there, hoping Janela would shoot it up in the air, but he went right along the ice and into the back of the net. So 𝗪𝘆 steps out of the box and we'll play 5-a-side. Tie game with 57 seconds left in the second period. Golodnitsky right back in for Haifa. Shoots one on goal, it's deflected away by Kreiner. Kept in the zone by Schwartz. Slaps one down low. 𝗵𝗀𝗃 looking to go out in front for Golodnitsky and was walked away by 𝗵𝗀𝗃. 𝗵𝗀𝗃 working hard to get that puck out. Golodnitsky still working hard in the corner. Pile up in the corner is pulled out by Ungerman. Sent right back in by Gross. Buzz there for Tel Aviv, sends it around the boards. Schwartz pinching in for Haifa. 9 seconds left in the period. Golodnitsky, one more chance. He's hit hard by Kislyk, and that's going to be a penalty. Gross coming in to answer. And as the period ends, we're going to have some scuffling. A hard hit by Kislyk to the numbers of Daniel Golodnitsky. Jeremy Gross. Things settling down as we'll head to another short break, and we'll be back with the third period. Haifa about to go on the power play.
Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by Ponte FPV Drone Video, Pro Edge's Skate Sharpening, hockey central shop in Krefeld, Germany. Transport Regent, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years. And 𝗵𝘁 photography store in Tel Aviv.
Getting set to start the third period here between Haifa and ＨC Tel Aviv. Jeremy Gross for Haifa scoring the first 2 goals of the game, but ＨC Tel Aviv able to come back in that second period and get things tied. "15 minutes away from one of these two teams' first win of the season. Tel Aviv goes to the power play. 𝗬𝗀𝗃𝗃 will start it in the box. Orion Cohen is also in the penalty box, but no penalty listed for him. Daniel Schwartz over to Gross. All the way around for Bentov. Taken away by 𝗬𝗃. Chops that one up in the air. Janello. And now 𝗬𝗃. But they can't clear. Bentov, the drop for Gross. Punched away by 𝗬𝗃, so Schwartz will handle on the near half wall. Back to the point for Reiter. He shoots one through his screen. Blocking it there was Janello. Reiter again. Gross. Looks for options. Finds Reiter at the point. He drives one through his screen. Sitting in the crease. Puck is still loose and fished out and given back to Gross. Again, it's Reiter. He drives one again. And this time it's deflected wide. Bentov. Pinned to the boards by 𝗬𝗃. Comes to 𝗬𝗃. And now Janello. Has 𝗬𝗃 behind him. Janello dips around to check. Has 𝗬𝗃 going to the goal. Trying to find him with a pass, but it was deflected away by Gross. Gross waits for his teammate Schwartz to collect his stick, and then he'll move up the right wing. Tel Aviv making some changes with 20 seconds left on the power play. Bentov a shot as blocker down by Kreiner. Now Kapolkin up ahead, intended for Horowitz. Pass was blocked away and then sent back deep by Tel Aviv. Sheriff as Cohen will step out onto the ice. Now it's 𝗬𝗃. Nice move to the goal. He scores! Oh, what a goal by 𝗬𝗃. His first of the season makes it 3-2 Haifa. Have another look at that terrific goal, an individual effort by 𝗬𝗃. Able to dip around the defenseman Reib and go far side on Daniel Kreiner. Saw him play his first game of the season on Wednesday night against HC Netanya. I'm going to be trying to steal it in front. Voshilo punched it on goal. It was sticked away by 𝗬𝗏. Back at the point, it's Buzz. Shoots one. He scores! The answer for HC Tel Aviv. It's Max Buzz sending one through a screen. And we're tied at 3. A bad turnover by the Haifa goal scorer, 𝗬𝗃. And Buzz picks the top corner on Artur 𝗬𝗏 from way downtown. I don't think 𝗬𝗏 was able to get set for that one. Just to straighten things out, Sigal Kislyk is still sitting in the box. He was given a 10-minute misconduct on that penalty, but only a 2-minute power play. As there's a shot through traffic by 𝗬𝗃, that's held by 𝗬𝗏. So just to clarify some things, it was Orion Cohen serving the penalty. The 2-minute minor, that is. Kislyuk still in the box for another about 7 minutes. Illegal face-off. We'll try it again. Haifa wins it. 𝗧𝗲 controls at the far point. Trying to send one down low for 𝗵𝘁. 𝗏𝗏 tries to keep it in, but 𝗧𝗏 brings it the other way. He'll get it deep. He'll pressure 𝗧𝗲. Able to give it to 𝗵𝘁. 𝗵𝘁 for HC Tel Aviv. The far wall, able to send one ahead for 𝗵𝗺. Daniel Schwartz back the other way for Nikita 𝗧𝗏. Cuts to the inside, and 𝗧𝗲 stayed with him. Feed out in front for Ben Hamo, taken away by 𝗀𝗏. Janello slapped down by 𝗏𝗏, and then Kapolkin. Back in front, that missed 𝗀𝗏 and Frank Hardowitz. Janello has the puck in his skates, taken away, and 𝗧𝗏 brings it back. He'll get it deep. He knows he's at the end of a long shift, so he'll go off on a change. Up ahead for Janello. That pass missed him. It's going to be an icing. Janello was hoping to negate the icing by tipping that puck down. If he did, it would not have been an icing because the last touch by Tel Aviv would have been ahead of the red line. Instead, the faceoff comes all the way back in Tel Aviv's zone, and they cannot make player changes. Janello trying to go through the middle to Rai, but it's broken up. 𝗵𝗏𝗺 will send this one back in. Rai on the far side, controls for Tel Aviv. Looks to get it out. Janello at the blue line, sent it back in. Rai one more time, gets the clear. Kreiner behind his goal. Gave it to Cohen, but then a turnover. 𝗵𝗏𝗺. This is 𝗵𝗽 throwing one on goal, and it missed wide. His brother Amit picks it up, throws one back on goal, and a pad save by Kreiner. Feed in front for 𝗵𝗽. 𝗵𝗏𝗺 blocked away by Rai. He picks this up behind the net, trying to get it away from Daniel Golodnitsky. And he finds 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 smoothly to the outside. Back in front for Kapolkin, and he couldn't get a shot on goal. Rai with the follow-up, hit Gross up high. Gross trying to catch up to this one. Good speed and strength to get away from Rai. Gives to 𝗵𝗏𝗺. He shoots one off the glove. The rebound chance is punched wide by Buzz. Ethan 𝗬𝗏 with Kapolkin breaking. Chopped it down, gives to Janello. He'll curl back to the point. Then go into the neutral zone. Bundar giving chase. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 all the way over for Kapolkin. Over his stick. Tel Aviv needs to regroup in the neutral zone. Good stick check by Bundar. He hands off to Siegel, trying to get around 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Good play by 𝗏𝗏𝗺 to stay with him. Siegel another chance, blocked by 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Kapolkin will catch up to this one. Kapolkin shoots one off of Zilavian. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 digging for it in the crease. And then the follow-up from Kapolkin went wide. 𝗵𝘁 over to Janello. Lost it in his skates, gets it back. Chips it over Schwartz. Schwartz rides him off the puck, and there's going to be a penalty. This one's going to go against Haifa. They're calling Nathaniel Schwartz to the box. They're going to get him for a hold. So HC Tel Aviv to the power play with Haifa's best defender sitting in the penalty box. Tel Aviv goes back to the power play. 𝗬𝗏 hands off to 𝗧𝗏. Sends one through a screen and a save by 𝗬𝗏. Again, he didn't fully have that puck covered, but it was close enough to his body and there was enough traffic in front of the net that the referees gave him the benefit of the doubt and blew the whistle. Strong start to this game for Artur 𝗬𝗏, but he's allowed 3 goals in about a period and a half. We're tied at 3. 𝗬𝗏 right side. Sends one out in front. 𝗧𝗏 too low to get a shot on goal. Back to the point for Janello. Janello shoots one. Went high. Horowitz. Punched away by Saunders. And Haifa clears. Here's Ethan 𝗬𝗏. Cuts the middle, shoots one, and a pad save by 𝗬𝗏. Now Golodnitsky gets around his man. Moves in one-on-one, shorthanded. Cuts the outside, shoots one off the pad of Kreiner. Fedor back the other way. That first power play unit still out there for Tel Aviv as here's Fedor. Cuts to the goal, he shoots one and a save by 𝗬𝗏 and the net comes off. Strong play by 𝗀𝗏 to get around the defenseman. We're gonna have a look at it here on the replay. Able to catch 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗆 flat-footed. Good play by Yael Sharon coming back to prevent a much better chance for 𝗀𝗏. Still able to test Artur 𝗬𝗏. Reminder that Tel Aviv is playing without Sigal Kisluk. About 2 minutes left on his 10-minute misconduct. 𝗬𝗏 walks the line on the power play. Shoots one through a screen, and it's blocked in front. Ryder, who made that block, gets the clear. 32 seconds left on the Nathaniel Schwartzminer penalty. Itai Bonder giving Max Buzz some trouble behind the net. 𝗃𝗀𝗆 comes in to help. And Tel Aviv emerges with the puck. Ungerman all the way over. Lushilo. Couldn't get to that one. It's chopped out by Haifa into the penalty box. Face-off controlled by HC Tel Aviv. 𝗬𝗏 gives to Buzz. Buzz a shot through traffic. It was Ungerman digging for it. He couldn't turn it around. 𝗬𝗏 comes back to Ungerman. Over to Voshilo, and he shot it wide. Trying to catch. 𝗬𝗏 moving across the grain. Zisterman stood up by 𝗬𝗏. Ungerman trying to keep it in the zone, but it lands on Maor's sharp stick, and he'll get it out to the far blue line. Back the other way comes Ungerman. The drop for 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 turns away from Zisterman. Feeds it down low to Voshilo. Back to 𝗬𝗏. Looking for a lane to shoot. Instead gives to Voshilo. Power play over. Voshilo shoots one off the pad of 𝗬𝗏. Fed down low, 𝗬𝗏's direction. He ties up with Vinograd in the corner. Ungerman trying to fish that one out. The pass was almost intercepted by Voshilo in the high slot. Instead, it's Haifa moving it up ahead. Now a penalty coming up. Looks like against HC Tel Aviv. 𝗬𝗏 upset launching that puck. 𝗬𝗏 sitting on the bench. Looks like the referees called him for the penalty. Mike Janello having a discussion with the referees. The infraction happened behind the play. We unfortunately didn't get to see exactly what happened. ＨC Tel Aviv already without Sigal Kisluk. And in danger of losing another man to the penalty box in a 3-3 tie with 5:33 left in the third period. It's now an extended discussion. Kyle Ungerman joining the conversation. It's been a great game so far. Haifa again scoring the first 2 goals and HC Tel Aviv answering, and then early in the third period, Haifa getting the lead back only to be answered by Max Buzz a couple seconds later, and that's how we've gotten here. Both teams with a single point in the standings, a shootout loss each. Haifa on Wednesday to HC Netanya, and HC Tel Aviv losing to the Bat Yam Dolphins. Kyle Ungerman has gone to the penalty box. The referees appear to have made their decision, still waiting for the official announcement. Janello upset, has to be calmed down by the referees. He's a very passionate individual. He skates back to the bench. Referee still sorting everything out. This will be a power play for Haifa. Question is, who serves the penalty for HC Tel Aviv? Extended delay. Well, we've got a chance. We'll talk about our upcoming schedule for next week. The next time we'll see you will be on Tuesday. It will be Chulon taking on HC Tel Aviv, and then Netanya taking on Jerusalem. First game starting at 7:15 local time. So they've assessed the only penalty to Kyle Ungerman. So a 2-minute power play coming up for the Haifa Mariners. Tel Aviv gets the clear. Sent ahead for Golodnitsky. Benthoven over the line. He shoots one over the crossbar. Ryder trying to curl it back to the point. It was intercepted by Kapulkin. Schwartz diving at the blue line to keep it away from him. Schwartz brings it back in. Walks the line. Sends one down low in front for Golodnitsky. It was broken up by Solfeder, and he'll clear. Defense transitioning to offense. What a play by Nathaniel Schwartz on that last sequence. Gross brings it ahead. Has Schwartz on left wing. Schwartz goes behind the net. Had that puck go off his stomach. Fished out of the pile by Janello. He has Horowitz breaking ahead. Janello will send this one all the way down and force Zilavian to play it. Golodnitsky shrugs off Horowitz, kept in the zone by Nathaniel Schwartz. Schwartz curls away from Zadig. Looks for a pass, gets it over to Ryder. Ryder steps, gives to Gross. Gross back to Ryder. He walks the line and then gives it to Gross. Ryder now a drive, deflected on goal, and a save by Kreiner, and then a pile up. Solfeder sending Daniel Golodnitsky down to the ice, and tempers appear to subside. Good puck movement by Haifa on that power play. Good shot towards the net, and Kreiner had to be careful of that bobbling puck. Able to cover up quickly and force a face-off. Face-off controlled by Haifa. 𝗬𝗧 𝗵𝗺 back to the point for 𝗧𝗏. This way it's 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. He shoots one into the glove of Kreiner. Shakes his glove for good measure. Good face-off play executed by the Haifa Mariners. Able to get it quickly over to the near side, and a good shot by 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 through traffic, and Kreiner saw it the whole way. Battle for it on the near half wall. Back to the point for 𝗧𝗏. Sends it down low to 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 curls away from Horowitz. Kept in the zone by 𝗧𝗏. Ungerman out of the box. He goes to the bench. Excuse me, he's on the ice. He's on the near side, and now it's 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 for Haifa, getting it back in. This one goes off the referee. 𝗪𝘂𝗀 couldn't clear. Buzz hoists one ahead, intended for Horowitz. That didn't touch his stick, but no icing. Vinograd to Siegel. Chips one ahead for 𝗪𝘁𝗀. Bobbling puck handled by Reib. Ungerman ran into 𝗵𝗃𝗃. And now Siegel, he's taken down, no penalty. 𝗪𝘀 working hard along the wall against 𝗪𝘂𝗀. Puck comes free, and Ungerman sends it to the near side of the ice. Horowitz to 𝗪𝘂𝗀. Gets the blue line and dumps it in. Tel Aviv making changes. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 quickly out of his own zone. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 had the red line. He'll decide to go off on a change with 2:47 left in the third period of a tie game. Solfeder slowly and steadily through center ice. Tried to hand off to Janello. Pass was broken up. 𝗪𝗁𝗃 will curl back with this one. Chips one ahead. Intended for Janello. He tips it in. Or did he? Referee saying neither Haifa or Tel Aviv player got any part of that puck, so it's going to come all the way back for an icing. Now, a timeout called by Haifa. Important moment of the game. 2:33 left in it, and Haifa has seen two leads in this game vanish. First 2-0, and then 3-2. They've played really well in this game. All three sides of the ice, offense, defense, and goaltending. If not for Artur Zilavien, this game would easily be in HC Tel Aviv's favor. He made some incredible saves in the first and second periods especially. On the other side, Daniel Kreiner has been good when he had to be. His team has not led in this game. His offense and defense getting the job done, able to hold on to a tie. Itai Ben-Tov steps into this face-off against Mike Janello. Tel Aviv wins it. Back to the point. Saunders all the way over for Ryder. Looks for a shot, gets one through, and it went wide. Kalinitzky hit hard by 𝗪𝘂𝗀, and there's going to be a penalty. Excuse me, that's Denis Shepelev. And the Haifa player is still down on the ice. A hard hit to the numbers. pile up now around the injured player. It's Daniel Golodnitsky. That's an illegal check. Definitely a penalty coming up against the 36-year-old Israeli-Russian citizen Denis Shepelev. Golodnitsky back to his feet. He's going to head off. Shaken up after that hit. Thankfully able to walk off on his own power. Kisluk is out of the box for a similar penalty he took at the conclusion of the second period. But Denis Shepelev getting a 10-minute misconduct. He's done for the game. We'll see if it's a 2-minute minor or more than that. Even though there's only 2 minutes left in the period, the way they call this penalty is significant. If they would have given him the major, he wouldn't have had to put another player in the box. Indeed, it's Maximilian Reib going to serve the penalty, so they only give him a 2-minute minor in addition to the 10-minute misconduct as 𝗬𝗃 Tel Aviv clears. If it was a 5-minute major penalty, only Shepelev would be in the box, but on the other hand, Haifa could score as many times as they want on the man advantage, with now only a minute 47 left to go in the third period. Trying to avoid a shootout. Bonder let it go back to the point. Saunders will chip it deep. Comes back to the point where 𝗬𝗏 bobbled it. Janello, 2-on-1 with 𝗃𝗀𝗃. Good play by Saunders to set him down, but that's going to be a penalty. Looks like they're going to get number 28, Jacob Saunders. Have another look at the penalty here. Gets caught up with Janello. The call is a trip. That's exactly the right call. He got his stick right in front of the legs of Janello, and Saunders just stopped skating. So just like that, the power play is negated, and we'll play 4-on-4 for essentially the rest of regulation. Here's Maurice Sheriff getting away from 𝗧𝗃, but 𝗃𝗀𝗃 rushing back to break it up, and then he turns it over to Fedor. Back the other way, Janello gets around Ryder, but he's ridden off by 𝗬𝗏. Janello still with the puck, couldn't backhand one on goal. 𝗧𝗃 punches one around, Janello overskated it. 𝗬𝗃 will recollect for the Mariners. Right side, Sheriff. That pass got away from him, so Fedor hustling back. Ran right into Sheriff and turned the puck over. Ryder trying to dip around Fedor. Puck's up in the air. Sitting in the crease. And then Fedor able to push it back behind the goal. But Maurice Sheriff trying to feed it back to the point for 𝗬𝗏. Now it's Frank Horowitz for Tel Aviv. Saw 𝗬𝗏 bearing down on him. He'll just flip this one to the far corner. Maurice Sheriff back the other way with 23 seconds left in the period. Sheriff stops up. Throws it across the ice. Vinograd coming in off the bench. Collects in the neutral zone and will send it all the way down. One last chance for Tel Aviv. 𝗧𝗃 going ahead for Janello. Gives it over to Horowitz with 5 seconds. Horowitz to the goal. Behind the net. Comes out in front. Hoping Janello would get there. But the horn sounds on the third period, and we are going to a shootout. That's how we're going to decide which of these two teams picks up their first win of the season. And even though that's definitely significant for either team, whoever does end up winning. Again, shootout wins are only 2 points, so difficult for any of these teams now to come back in the playoff race, losing out on another point. Janello and 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗀, the captains for either team, figuring out who's gonna shoot first. It's a good crowd on hand here today. Friday afternoon, kids are out of school, most parents out of work. Saw a lot of people coming for some free skates. Janello and 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗀 shaking hands at center ice, and looks like 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗀 will shoot first for Haifa. 𝗬𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗀 had a chance against 𝗬𝗎 Netanya. His only attempt of the season, he was stopped. Moving in on Kreiner. He's stopped by Kreiner. All three shootout attempts for Haifa in their last game against Netanya were blocker side on the goaltender in that one, Ido Steinberg, and that time a good save by Kreiner again to the blocker side. Now it's Mike Janello for Tel Aviv. After a head start, he curls wide, then back to center. To the forehand, and a save by 𝗬𝗏. Good attempt there for Mike Janello. Might have gotten a piece of the skate of Artur 𝗬𝗏. Definitely hit the outside of the net. And now it's Nathaniel Schwartz for the Mariners. Schwartz back to the forehand, but he lost the puck. Tried to dangle a little too close to Daniel Kreiner. The goaltender's perfect so far in the shootout. Now it's Frank Horowitz to give Tel Aviv the lead. He's stopped by 𝗬𝗏. And now Jeremy Gross, who has 2 goals in this hockey game, has a chance to win it for the Haifa Mariners. Gross picks up speed. Goes to the outside, bobbling the puck. Still with it, bobbles it again to the backhand, and Kreiner stuck with him. Very close to moving backwards. The rule is, if you move backwards in the shootout, the attempt is negated. Able to keep control of that puck, but by the time he got a shot away, Kreiner stayed with him. And now it's Ariel Kapulkin for Tel Aviv. He scores! 𝗬𝗎 Tel Aviv picks up their first win of the season. What a shot there by Ariel Kapulkin to end this one in the shootout. Have another look at it on the replay. Picks low blocker on Artur 𝗬𝗏 and got him to bite. Tel Aviv did not lead at all in this hockey game, but they find a way to get it done in this shootout and pick up points 2 and 3 on the season. That'll do it for this Friday's edition of IEHL Hockey. 2 great games, 2 close ones. This one ending 4-3 in a shootout in Tel Aviv's favor. We thank you for joining us all day. We'll see you on Tuesday for the next 2 games of the IEHL season. But for now, I'm 𝗵𝗵 saying good afternoon and Shabbat Shalom from Israel.
Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by 𝗵𝗃 FPV drone video, 𝗵𝗃 skate sharpening, Hockey Central Shop in Krefeld, Germany, Transport Regent, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years, and 𝗵𝗁𝗃 photography store in Tel Aviv.